long since I've seen you guys. How you doing? You doing good? Me, I've been sick, you know, allergies and whatnot. It's been pretty bad. In fact, I'd go as far to say that this has probably been the worst allergy season that I've had in years. Actually, if you look over here, you can see a box of tissues ready for me to blow my nose. I'm prepared. But I'm feeling better now. The allergies have subsided for now, and I'm ready to give you guys some awesome DC Comics news! So as you guys know, DC Comics is doing this huge reboot, and everything's going back to one. And this whole thing is centered around the current DC Comics event going on right now, Flashpoint. And if you haven't figured it out yet, because of this big DC Comics event, I bought Flashpoint. And because I have them both with me right now, I thought I'd review them for you. Allergies, don't come back. Don't go back. Go away. Go away. I'm trying to do a video. Go away. So the story of Flashpoint is centered around Barry Allen. And one day he wakes up in this alternate reality where his mother's still alive, Bruce Wayne is actually Thomas Wayne, and Aquaman and Wonder Woman are at war with each other. Jeff Johns, who's the writer of Flashpoint, has always been a really great writer, but I haven't really heard a lot of good things about his Flash run. I mean, the stories that he was telling sounded very interesting, but you know, that was kind of it, you know? And that's basically the case with this very first issue of Flashpoint. The whole issue is just a big setup, and the story that's being told is very interesting, but it's just not amazing. But that quickly changed in issue 2, because issue 2 was really interesting. Art-wise, I kind of figured this book was going to look great because this is Andy Kubert we're talking about. This guy knows how to draw everybody. I mean, seriously, even these covers are fantastic. This guy, no matter what he's doing, blows me away. In the end, I'm going to give the whole Flashpoint thing a solid 4 out of 5. I mean, it's very interesting. I hope it stays as good as issue 2 is. So yeah, 4 out of 5 so far. Very enjoyable, very interesting. Hopefully it stays that way. Now I'm going to shift it over to my good friend Carter for some awesome Marvel news.
Thank you, Richard. Today I have a comic book review for you. I'm going to be reviewing Fear Itself #3. I have been enjoying it so far without really seeing what the big deal is, like why it's such a big event comic. But finally, things are starting to happen. Bucky Barnes is dead. Again. I don't know how I feel about this. Bucky was the character who always stayed dead, and then Ed Brubaker brought him back in a pretty brilliant way. Since I've started reading Captain America, I've really grown to like Bucky, and he himself is a great Captain America, although I prefer Steve. What I'm most sad about is that he was killed in Fear Itself. Ed Brubaker had planned on him dying ever since he brought him back. He had this huge arc in mind. Matt Fraction, who writes Fear Itself, asked for permission to be able to kill him in his book instead. Brubaker, I guess being the nice guy he is, said yes. You spent all this time developing this character in your story. When you're finally going to get to the point where he's going to die again, you give him off to some other writer. That bugs me. You know, I give it a 2 out of 5. I'm not happy about this Bucky thing. Alright, one more thing to talk about. Greg Pak's run on The Incredible Hulk is ending. And so is the series. His last arc is going to be called Heart of the Monster. It deals with the struggle between Hulk and Bruce Banner finally coming to a climax. I'm really excited about it, but I'm sad to see it go. Next week, I am going to be on vacation. If not, it's just going to be a solo Richard episode. Hopefully I'll see you next week. Back to you, Richard.
And thank you, Carter. Now it's time for my all-time favorite segment, Comics Comments! This week for Comics Comments, we're going to be talking about the DC relaunch. Or as I like to call it, the DC Rapture. You know, at first when I heard about the rumor, I was not happy about it. It just didn't seem like the smartest idea at all. But since it happened, you know, you just gotta get used to it. And as of now, having heard of, you know, all the different series coming out, who's gonna be doing what, I gotta say I am pretty excited. I will miss certain aspects of the previous DCU. For example, Batman Inc. is gonna be gone until 2012. But other than that, I am excited for what they have planned. In the comment section below, I want you all to tell me, what do you think of the DC relaunch as of right now? Anyways, that's about it for us here at Comics. A couple of things I want you all to do before you go. Thing number 1, last week, as you guys know, Carter reviewed X-Men First Class. I have a written review on ScreenTeamShow.com, which you can click down below. Also, I just reviewed Super 8, which I loved, which you can check down below as well. Also, don't forget to like this video, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, favorite this video if you want to, and we will see you next week with a brand new episode of Comics, and hopefully I'm not sick and sneezing all over the place. See ya!